Now there's two different things that you cannot get back: time and money, because of what you should have made. And in today's video, we're going to look at DoorDash earn by time versus earn per offer. Because every time that we open this DoorDash app, most of us are left with a choice of which one should we choose that's going to make us the most money. However, different markets do have different results. And there's going to be some markets that don't even have earn by time. And you might be in an area where earn by time is actually locked, mostly when DoorDash has too many hourly drivers. But let's go ahead and talk about some of my likes and dislikes, the pros and the cons of earn by time. Because it's not all bad. Because personally, I really find earn by time relaxing because I can just keep at a normal pace. I don't even feel rushed, because when I'm doing earn per offer, I'm just like, go, 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 go. Time is money. I'm not getting paid by the hour with earn per offer. I gotta go. But earn by time, if I can chill at a restaurant, hey, it's okay, and wait on the food because I'm earned by time, baby. But when that food is ready, I'm gonna take it right then and go to the customer. However, there are a couple cons out there that really stand out, and that's high mileages and lower to no tips. Or should I say low tips or little to none, like zero, zilch, nothing. But even on the flip side of that, DoorDash, at least I've seen in my market and in my area, with earn by time, they have zone exit boost and long distance boost. This actually really can help out because my hourly rate is usually really low. I know some people, they might be in the 14s, 15s on a normal basis, but where I'm at, it is usually $12.75, and it fluctuates from there. And that's with no peak pay. And when it gets to nighttime, I've seen it as little as $11.25, and even some mornings as well. It's rough out there. But remember, you have your base pay plus your tips. So it's not going to be always just, oh, I'm just going to make $12.75 and that's flat and that's it. No, plus tips, that can help out. But on the downside of those tips, DoorDash even lets it be known in the very beginning that with earn by time, the odds are greater for you not to have a tip on that order, or it could be just a low tip. But for a moment, let's actually look at one of these boosts for actually leaving the zone and a boost for going long distance. And here's one of my actual orders that I've had in the past, where it says $12.75 per active hour, $2.50 boost for leaving the zone, and a $5.25 boost for going long distance. This is actually the best offer I've ever had of seeing these boosts, ever. But I also want you to notice the mileage on it. It says 17.3 miles. Dang, that's a lot of miles. But notice the minutes. It says 31 minutes. So just by putting this all together right now, you can simply do the math. But how much did I actually get paid for this? And I do actually remember this donut time order because I was actually able to pick this thing right up. So it really didn't take me that long. Of course, you see my base pay of $12.75 per hour, taking me 24 minutes to complete this because a lot of this was actually interstate mileage. We see a DoorDash base pay of $5.22, zone exit boost of $2.50, then the $5.25 for the distance boost, and the customer tip $3.50, which gives me a whole whopping $16.47. Not too bad when you think that was just like in 24 minutes. Picking it up, taking it to the customer. This is 17 plus miles, but I was able to make it happen with this earn by time offer. And what made it a little bit sweeter was when I was actually on my way back, maybe about, let's just say it took me 15 minutes to get there. I was about 5 minutes on the way back. It gave me another offer when I was like 10 minutes away. So I'm just like, that's okay. But we also got to understand, not every order is just going to be laid out for us like that all the time. But in a lot of cases, it does okay or decent. But I might have an active hour, where I might not get no tips at all, and I am just getting that straight up base pay. So I might need some other hours to help me get caught up of where I actually need to be. So yes, there was days where I was making $15, $16, $17 an hour. And yes, I did hit $20 an hour on occasion or two, which is also down in my video library. Just check out the earn by time. But you'll probably see more frustrations than you'll see all glorious orders. But this is just part of it and name of the game. Now, as I briefly talked about, this pay does fluctuate. Now, in this offer right here, $17.75 per active hour, this is in my market and it can be in other markets like this as well. But this all had to do with Peak Pay. And Peak Pay can really help out a lot, help out greatly. Generally, when there's Peak Pay on earn per offer, let's just say $2 Peak Pay. I've noticed with earn by time, when it's $2 on the earn by offer, it's usually double on earn by time. So that would be $4. So instead of $12.75, it's $16.75. And in this case, with the $17.75, it was just that much more. Then I also had another one where I even got up to $19.75 per active hour, and that was due to Peak Pay that was in my area at that time. Then we also see on this order that there was a dollar boost for leaving the zone. So how you doing? Now, granted, 16.1 miles, ouch. That part is the double-edged sword of earn by time. And just in a matter of months, the big down factor recently in my area, there has been less and less Peak Pay. I don't know about you in your area. Hopefully yours just haven't just fallen off. But when I have seen Peak Pay, it's been super late at night, or they're just trying to throw the challenges at me, which most times it's just the McDonald's one, and I don't even want to get started with that McDonald's challenge, which is not actually free nuggets anyways. But anyways, I'll calm down after that. I'm not working for food, but it would have been a nice snack. So when you look at earn by time, overall, it can be good and it can be bad. I've experienced both on just different days. It just, not every day is going to be all glorified, just like how not every day is all not going to be down in the dumps. You got to pretty much roll with the punches and keep on going and keep on dashing. Because if we're just at like any other type of just a regular job, you're going to have your good days and you're going to have your bad days. But it's all about how we handle our situation. So if you got to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, that's what you got to do, well, go ahead and do it. But let me tell you something that actually really impressed me with earn by time. And that is that DoorDash actually kept me pretty busy. So as soon as I dropped one off, DoorDash had one for me pretty quick, pretty immediately. Even by the time I got back to the car or right when I was in the car, it happened really quick and it kept me going. And that was one of my biggest worries is I was just like, because I was so used to earn per offer, it's just like, man, I might be waiting for an order for a minute. I might be able to get back to my zone before I even get another offer. But that really wasn't so. Not a whole lot, maybe every now and then, but a lot of times it kept my wheels a-moving. But here, let's talk about another con about earn by time. And that's actually not knowing your payout. You are simply at the mercy of DoorDash because you can only decline one. But on the other side of that coin, another good pro is this is easy to boost your acceptance rating if that's something you actually want to maintain a high rating in, maybe to get to that platinum status and keep it and stay in platinum. This is a really good tool for that, to keeping that metric high. So let's start with a little bit of Q&A. What happens if I decline an offer? And as I was saying, you can only decline one offer per hour. Therefore, if you decline 2 an hour, that's it. They're going to switch you from earn by time to earn per offer. So you better be pretty wise of which one that you're going to say no to. And for me, which one would I pick? It would be like a long distance one. But you say,
Phil, I just saw that you had an offer and you took it. And it was like 17.3 miles. Why not? Why take that one?
At that moment, I was doing a challenge video where I had to accept every order until I got to 100% acceptance rating. So I got screwed a lot. And you can see these type of videos right up here, right after this video. So next question, does waiting at a restaurant count as active time? And the answer to that is simply yes, it is. Counted on your active time, which is why I said earlier, this is why it makes earn by time a lot more relaxing to actually wait on these orders. And speaking about active time, and you as a dasher, when you're doing earn by time, active time is only considered when you're on an active dash. And if you're not on an active dash, you're not getting paid until you get another offer that you accept then you're right back on that wagon on active time. So let's say you just began your shift. You selected earn by time and you hit that dash now. Your active time will not start until you get your offer and you accepted it, and then you're on your active time. Next question. If I'm platinum doing earn by time, can I still receive catering orders? Yes, you can, and I have. So don't freak out that all your orders are going to be terrible. It's not always going to be that way. There's going to be times where you will still see really good offers with good tips on there, and be thankful, since I've already said it earlier, it's not always going to be really good payout tips on these offers. But when you do, hey, praise the Lord for it. Now let's look at DoorDash earn per offer, because there are going to be some things that I do like. There's going to be some things that I kind of dislike. So let's look at some of those pros and cons there, because having that freedom to actually choose what order to have, where I can decline offers that does not make sense, things I do not want, something might have some crazy miles and little money to it, I ain't gonna play that game, because technically we can be declining all day to the long, and DoorDash will not deactivate you for declining offers. They might pause your dash, but they won't deactivate you. And I've done that on multiple occasions, like decline, pause. Oh, dang. But I just got right back on that horse and kept on going and decline, give me something good here. But that's just how it's been at times. But here is a really big con, because when you're waiting at a restaurant, you're not going to be getting paid anymore. No extra. What you just accepted is what you just accepted. So make sure you choose your orders wisely, where it's $1.75, $2 plus per mile. I even gone down to $1.50 per mile. Even when it's slow, I've been taking $1.25 per mile, even $1 per mile. And I'm beating myself up when I get to that point. And there's so many times I try not to get frustrated, but it is what it is. Praise the Lord anyhow. And a couple other things that I've noticed, at least in my area, I have not seen with earn per offer a zone exit boost or a long distance boost. If you have in your market, let me know, because I know in my market I haven't seen that on a earn per offer. Only on earn by time is when I've seen those two boosts. But let's go back to some pros. With earn by offer, tips are much better and more frequent than the earn by time. And that's really nice to having more control over the orders that we have. But the question is, how long are you actually going to wait for that offer, that golden one, the golden ticket, 15, 20, 30 minutes, an hour just to take an order that fits your cup of tea? What is your waiting point before you just say, oh man, I'm going to take this $1 per mile. I know it's like 5 for 5 or 6 for 6. What's your tipping point? Or is it like strict aisle to the now? Ain't going to do it. I'm just going to multi-app and make this thing work. Hint, hint, multi-app. Because when you're at the mercy of waiting for offers, make sure you're positioning yourself in the right area. And not just the area, but the right restaurants. So you don't have to be really focused on hotspots, but you want to be focused on good, high-paying restaurants and busy restaurants. Then you also got to take into the factor of being there at the right time, such as the peak hours, when people are going to be eating the most. Generally, that's going to be your lunch, 11 to 2, and dinner shift from 5 to 9. And even those hours fluctuate depending on your market. So test and tinker, try this and that. So if you ask this question to me,
would you ever do earn by time again?
Yes, I will. And I would do it, but it probably won't be that often. My main focus is earn per offer, because that's usually where I make the most money in a shorter amount of time. But if you do earn by time and it's working very well for you, keep on doing it. I'm not knocking it. It's the same thing about trying different apps. There's going to be some places where DoorDash isn't best in that market, but Uber Eats might be best, or Grubhub might be best in that market, or so on and so on. Keep trying different things, but the main thing you want to do is find what works best for you in your market and make that money. Because when you hit oil, baby, you're going to keep on digging and keep on going. So don't stop, get it. So I hope you got some value out of this video. So if you would, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hot me up, and see me in the next video.